Betrayal leaves a scar that runs deeper than anyone can see. Spiritually awakened souls, chosen ones, those on the path of higher consciousness, they know this feeling. It's not just heartbreak. It's a jolt to your very core, a disruption in your energy, a test of your inner strength. You might feel lost, questioning who you are, wondering if trust is ever safe again. But here's the truth. Betrayal is not the end of your story. It is a gateway, a hidden doorway to reclaiming your power, healing your spirit, and stepping into a life where no one else's choices can shake your peace. Betrayal often hits when you least expect it. Someone you loved, someone you trusted, chooses their own path over yours. And in that moment, your world tilts. But here's what most people miss. Your pain is not a punishment, it's a teacher. It is signaling that you've reached a higher level of consciousness, one where illusions fall away. You begin to see the truth behind people, behind relationships, behind your own patterns. The first step toward healing is realizing this is not personal, it is universal. People betray not because of you, but because of their own limitations. You cannot fix them, and you don't need to. When the mind races with why me or how could they, it's easy to stay trapped in the replay of pain. But the awakened path teaches you something profound. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Every thought, every emotion, every reaction, these are the building blocks of your higher self. Holding on to resentment, replaying betrayal, giving energy to what broke you, these only extend the wound. The shift begins when you start to reclaim that energy. Picture it like a fire. Betrayal may ignite, but you can choose what burns and what fuels your growth. Forgiveness is not a cliché. It is a strategy for spiritual survival. But here's the catch. It doesn't mean accepting their actions or forgetting what happened. True forgiveness is internal. It's declaring, I will not let your choices control my spirit. I will not anchor my life in your mistakes. The moment you make that declaration, you free yourself from invisible chains. You may even find that the person who betrayed you changes in your perception, not because they deserve it, but because your consciousness is evolving. You are now seeing life from a vantage point few reach. Healing also requires a radical confrontation with your own heart. Betrayal forces you to examine your own expectations. Were you too trusting? Did you rely on someone else's integrity to validate your own worth? This isn't about blame, it's about awakening to self-reliance. The chosen path is one of internal validation. Your peace, your trust, your love, these cannot be dependent on others. When you grasp this truth, every act of betrayal transforms into a stepping stone toward your higher consciousness. It's the paradox. Being wounded gives you insight. Being hurt gives you clarity. Being broken reveals your unbreakable essence. Isolation can feel tempting. After betrayal, you may retreat, disconnect from the world, even from yourself. And that solitude can be powerful, but only if used wisely. Spiritual awakening is not about avoiding life. It's about learning to move through it without being controlled by its chaos. Time alone allows reflection, integration, and the rebuilding of your inner sanctuary. In that sacred space, you can redefine what trust means, how you connect, and who deserves your energy. You're not escaping, you're upgrading. Another crucial layer is learning to embrace vulnerability without fear. The paradox of higher consciousness is that the more deeply you feel, the stronger you become. Betrayal cracks the armor, yes, but it also reveals the parts of your spirit that are invincible. Every tear shed is a release. Every memory faced is a recalibration. You begin to understand that your heart is vast enough to hold pain and love simultaneously. This duality is not a flaw. It is a feature of spiritual evolution. Energy is everything. People may have taken your trust, your time, your faith, but no one can touch your energy unless you allow it. You will notice a subtle magnetism begin to grow. The more you heal, the more your presence commands respect. Those who thrive on control, manipulation, or superficiality instinctively step back. This is the quiet, invisible reward of your journey. Betrayal, paradoxically, teaches you boundaries, discernment, and the art of moving through life with clarity and strength. Finally, transformation happens when you release the story that betrayal defines you. Your narrative changes. The one who once broke you becomes a mirror reflecting lessons, not wounds. You step forward lighter, wiser, and more aligned with your chosen path. Your soul is no longer shackled to the past. The energy you reclaim fuels growth, creativity, and a magnetic confidence. The betrayal that once felt like a death sentence becomes a portal, a rite of passage for those ready to awaken fully, to embody higher consciousness, and to live with unshakable clarity. Betrayal may have shaken you, but it cannot break you. The spiritually awakened learn that true power comes not from avoiding pain, but from mastering it. Your trust, your love, your presence, they are sacred. And now you are learning how to protect them, how to nurture them, and how to channel them into a life far beyond what you imagined. Every choice, every boundary, every act of self-respect is a declaration. You are the architect of your spirit, the guardian of your energy, and the chosen one walking a path few dare to tread. Remember, healing is not linear. There will be days of doubt, moments of memory, and waves of emotion, but every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The person who betrayed you is part of your story, but they are not your destiny. You are. If this connected with you, thank you for watching until the end, and like and subscribe. Let this be a reminder that your journey is sacred, your energy is priceless, and your spirit is stronger than anything life throws your way. You are not alone, and the path to higher consciousness is yours to claim.